Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Air Force Falcons offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy...
Turning on the Jets. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Falcons are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Ripping through the defense. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Aggies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So
breaks free. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to Davis. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3.
Number 33 on the field goal.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First play of the drive comes from the 38.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make.
That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Got a little space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that, down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Davis. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where
he can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Utah State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he makes the fair catch. Deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Rides to back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
and sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Carson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the pressure. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Barnes. Get it out on the screen. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finds his man. It's Roberson. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the 1st down. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to pass. Now adjusting. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Under fire. That's caught. It's Harris. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Sticks it in his belly. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man.
Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Makes the catch. Trying to take it back. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sterling. He's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Give to the fullback. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is the quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Give to the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Barnes. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 15. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Run it with the fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys... same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. The give to the fullback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. The option look. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on wide open spaces. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Air Force!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Run in the red zone. It's Jacobs. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We reached the break, and Utah State holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Barnes. Got a man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This Utah State offense has it going. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. You should have ran a better route.
And the Falcons are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the 1st down. Nice play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points.
And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. To throw, it's Barnes. He's got him. And that'll 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at